Curtains up, light the lights. It's time for some... damn it, I forgot to place this for the people. All right, we're going to take this again in 1 second, guys. Can we... Okay, let's get a big laugh from the crowd. You guys are doing great. We're so happy you're all here. Let's just get one big laugh from everybody. We're going to reset, but we do need to get this intro clean. So give us just 1 second. Curtain up, light the lights. Have we got a show for you tonight? Hi, everybody, and welcome to Third Time's the Charm. Yeah, hi. I'm Philip, and I'm the showrunner, and I'm surrounded by our cast of wonderful players. Say, we're on in 5, players.
We're on in five players.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, everyone, welcome to our sitcom game. I'm sorry about when we don't always play this, but, you know, it's this professional energy that you're feeling right now, this incredibly on point and together vibe that you guys are all getting. It's you know, we'd rather not play than do this show in a way that isn't the best it could be. So that's why we only play when we're at this level of professionalism and focus.
Well, now I feel some pressure.
Yeah, I would just go ahead and curve.
Really feel like I should have looked at the script for like a second then.
I like how the show's called Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I eventually realized it's like saying don't be. Oh my god.
Unrelated but tangentially related. Did you guys see during quarantine the community scripts, like when they reread the episode that they had Pedro Pascal?
It's one of the best things. When he got to
did not look ahead.
Yep.
It was great.
It is such a...
That was like my favorite thing.
It's great.
It's such a phenomenal moment.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes preparation is the enemy of the good. Well, we're just here. We've been chatting about phone games, TV shows, the nature of spoilers, printed versus watched. But now we're here to play some games for you. How do I usually do this? Do I ask for the suggestions for the episode ahead of time, and then I do our Holdfast or our Hampstead Hall minute, or do I do the Hampstead Hall stuff and then
Hampstead Hall first, and then
all right, then we're gonna go to Hampstead Hall for a brief thing. You know, we currently have 4 characters who could be revealed by their minifigures. I'm happy with 3 of them. 2.5 of them. Typically, we try not to reveal more than 1 at a time. But I mean, if we really wanted to do 2, I suppose we could, since Andrew's not here and he seems to be the person most confounded by this section of the broadcast.
2 it is.
2 it is. Okay, so of the following of this group, knowing that I'm only 90% on my Stone Man. But if you want the Stone Man, it's fine. We have the following 4 characters. We're going to pick 2. The Stone Man, the Knave of the Knave, Ior Vogazity. That's very relevant in Blood from a Stone, Lauren. That's a character who we will meet probably in our next episode. Thank you for what?
Thank you for saying it, because I've been staring at that confounded
That's
readings.
Definitely a name that was carefully put together. That's the name of one of the great liches of Ignador. That is definitely a name that was carefully put together and not assembled by a ring. No, not at all. Ior Vogazity. So we could show you Ior Vogazity, and I think I know what Sophia will be voting for. We could show you Train Saditel.
Who are the 2 that you have ready?
I have those 4 ready. But
you said you had 2 that you felt good about.
Oh, of these who I feel better about? You know what?
Can I vote, since I'm an audience member at this point for that show?
Everyone can vote, audience or not. I'm going to say, however, that the Stone Man is maybe the one I'm least... I feel like I would love to not show the Stone Man. What I'd love to do is not... I'd love to not show the Stone Man tonight, and then, in a couple of weeks, when everyone's like, okay, let's show the Stone Man, and I've done absolutely no adjustments to it, then show it and, feel just as bad.
Then you could just tell us that you made all these adjustments.
That's true. I'm like, oh, you guys have no idea how bad it was earlier.
Yeah.
It used to be a Playmobil guy. Okay, so...
It was like one of the big Lego things.
What are some votes? I believe, Sophia, am I correct that your vote is Train? Yes, of course. That Train will have a brief moment with Elbrand in there. So I think we have a vote for Train from chat. Pierce, do you want?
I want to vote for Train and the Stone Man, if we're doing 2.
Okay. Did you hear anything I said?
I don't care.
Okay.
I would say I would say Train and the Lich. I'm not gonna try to say his name.
Train and
I call him Gazzy.
Gazzy? Yeah. Gazzy.
Interesting.
The Train Gaz. That's really.
It seems like Train is in.
Yep, that's fine.
I just
KJ,
like
do you
the
have
Knave of the Knave is I am the only person pursuing that, so no one else.
I'm going to make the claim that I think of the figures, the Knave of the Knave is the best figure.
Well, then that's my vote.
I'm happiest with the Knave of the Knave here. So far for our backups, we have one for all 3 of these people. So KJ, we're already going to do that. If anybody in chat wants to weigh in hard, you may. But KJ, it's kind of coming to you. Would you like the Stone Man, the Lich, the Arch Lich? There are Arch Liches. The Arch Lich, Ire of Vergazity, or the Knave of the Knave.
Important piece of information probably
Please.
is that the Lich is one of the Mistwalkers, right?
No.
Okay.
None of them are, right?
No character here is a Mistwalker, correct?
Then I'm just gonna roll a die.
Okay.
There's 4 of them, right?
There's 3. So roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's a 3.
A 3.
And there's a 2.
Well, 1 is already. You were only so. Do you want to go with your 3 or your 2?
Oh, I thought I was on. Yeah, 3. Let's go with 3.
3. Then you are going to be seeing today, my friends. The Knave of the Knave will have to wait. So, we go down to. We're down in the park. We still haven't named this Fakakta Park. But we're down in it.
Like you just did. Fakakta Park.
And everybody's down in the. Everybody's down here having a great time, checking out this place. It's all very fancy, and the students are only 2 of the students there. I nearly said Erasmus and Joy, but that's not their names. It's DJ3 and Callie, and they're down there, sort of seeing this. But they realize they do have this large stack of characters they can summon. So they grab one, take it out to sort of the major thing, and we'll say that perhaps. Whether it's Callie or DJ3, you sort of say, "Oh, Train Sadie Tell," as you begin to sort of open this, and from across the park, you hear a guy saying, "Wait, who? Oh my God! Everyone! This is so exciting!" As just bounding across the way. I guess I should grab him too. He's just like, I'm so excited to see. This will be so fun. I'm so happy. That's him, right?
Yes.
Looks like
it's been a while.
That's all
I would imagine.
Cool. So, and then lo and behold, out of ooh, it's not even fucking shit.
He looks like a white Lando cosplayer.
Well, I mean, that's kind of Dan's sort of he's just like
I never envisioned it exactly like that, though. It's fantastic.
So here he is. He's got a roguish smile. He's got a piece of artwork in his hand. I didn't have one of the spheres to put in, but yeah, it's like he's artwork. He is wearing a ninja top, so we'll just pretend that's the Arabesh and not fake Asian characters, which I think is what's on all the Ninjago sets. But anyway, he's there and he's like, what's going on here? Where's my kids and my ex-wife I'm still in love with? When suddenly, now here's someone I know, and before Callie and DJ3 can even deal with it, you just see, oh my God. Elbrand, just where's Abrielle? Where are my kids? Oh, they're not here, but it's so good to see you. He hugs him. Train is pushing away. He's like, no, but it's so good to see you. I've been telling everybody, guys. Haven't I been telling you who one of the people I respect the most in the world is? And a chorus of weird monsters and people all around just go, Train Sadie, damn, whatever, blah blah. He's like, yeah.
Callie would also join in on that.
Yeah, Callie joins in. Duchess is like, Train Sadie, Sadie smell. I've had 3 of these. I'm in color again, bitches. So as they have a fun reunion, and Train is he Wednesday says, hello, sir. Let me give you the orientation, sir. Well, that's fine. Just want to find my kids and my wife, because that's all. I mean, my ex-wife. I mean ex-wife, but... Hey, look, neither of us are with her here. This is a different world, Train. Don't worry about it. The point is, I am really glad to see you. I think you're going to thrive here, because I've always believed in you. As Train... actually, I'm going to roll to see if Train dies.
Somebody get on AO3 and write a Train and Elbrand fanfic, please. And thank you.
Train has one match, so he doesn't die. But it was close. So basically, Train, as that does this. But at this point, DJ3, you notice that though you have 3 more things, you just grab one and you're like, well, let's open another. And gotta come up with a voice for this character. Okay. And as you sort of pull the pages out to perform the ritual, a stench of death wafts across.
Does Death have abs? Like, he has a skeleton face, abs. But then he has abs.
Skeletor
Are they
style.
Skeleton abs? Or
Skeletor style is the vibe of this one. You see before you, and I want you guys to actually, if anyone is paying attention on the thing, if you go to it is currently the top entry on the Lost Lore Academia spreadsheet, the Google sheet for the status of characters. I want you to see the very top entry is Ire Vorgazity. And if you read his tags, you might understand why he looks the way he looks here. You see.
Off of which page?
Because you thought it would be cute and sexy.
Well,
also,
specifically, he has the sexy tag.
Yeah, liches are not like.
But my question: are the abs made of bone, or?
No. Liches are like desiccating flesh, right? So that's like bodybuilders will like take salt to make their veins and muscles pop more for competition. They like dehydrate themselves. Yeah, like the abs are there because the flesh is desiccating, so all the moisture is disappearing.
He sort of looks there, and Callie, do you think you're just asking him these questions?
If it's visually confusing, yes.
He will sort of step to you, and there is something that it may not be your scene, but you understand how some people would find him sort of very alluring, including the Lich Queen Visibadiroth. She's in love with him. He hates her. He's in love with Shta-Suth, who hates him. Shta-Suth's in love with the Lich Queen. We already talked about this.
Whose book is this?
This is Blood from a Stone.
Okay, cool.
And Callie's like, I'm out. But he sort of steps sort of forwards and says, "The abdomen I possess belonged to a powerful barbarian. I harvested it and placed it upon myself so that if I ever need to crunch, I am able to do so."
Oh, so it's not something you earned, you just got it. Okay, now it all makes sense.
No, I did not earn it. Do you think a mind as brilliant as mine would waste time in a gym? Of course.
What's wrong with going to the gym?
It is a waste of time for those of us who are powerful enough to simply craft a strong body or manipulate one when one is needed.
You crafted? It sounds like you just took it.
Well, as we like to say, as we say where I'm from, my dear, cadaver. Where?
Do they really say cadaver? Because I don't think that's not accurate for any region.
He kind of looks at you for a moment and then just countries. Kind of, all right. Where am I? What is happening? I assume this is some sort of astral projection, or perhaps fictional projection. And when this is something like that, sir, yes, of course. Very well. You have a rather eclectic collection. I am very happy to be a part of it. Oh, yes. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it there. That's fine. He walks away.
Nice to meet you, Gazi.
Gazi, you call me. I may need to teach this place some lessons in manners and decorum, but, and then he kind of looks over at like, I don't know.
We really can't teach anyone anything. We still haven't taught the people from Voluptua that they can get pregnant here. They really don't get it.
Oh, from Voluptua. Oh no.
Yeah, no, that's about the right.
This place is already beyond saving very well.
I mean, they're having a good time though, so.
Yes. Hopefully I can rain on their parade. And Elbrand says, as long as you don't train on our parade. I just saw that over here, guys.
About the same.
Hi there, by the way, I'm Elbrand. It's really nice to meet you. It's so cool that you're alive even though you're dead. That's amazing. I'm so thrilled with everything.
You're alive.
And after a few moments here of this, as kind of people are talking and saying stuff, the last thing we hear as we pull back from this is Elbrand.
Bless you.
No, is rather Train Sadie Tell screaming, "You're a criffing droid! I knew something was going on!" And at that, we will end our little sojourn to Hampstead Hall. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's talk about the true power of comedy. Because, comedy can bring us together. It can darken hard nights, but also sometimes it can help us deal with important subjects. So tonight's game, as has been in the advertisements, is a very special episode of Third Time's the Charm. And I really wish that I had re-recorded the theme song to be the serious version, but I didn't. But just imagine that this is the Sarah McLachlan cover of the theme song, where it's third time's the charm of an angel. So for tonight's game, I need 3 things from our chat, but also our players can maybe throw out one of these. The first thing is I need a vehicle. I need someone in chat to say a vehicle to me. And we're just gonna sit here and wait and think on this.
Zeppelin.
The Batmobile. Okay. I should have been more specific. We need a vehicle type, but sort of Batmobile can sort of
No, you have to yes and.
Fair enough. Second one, I'm gonna have this be from our crew here, from our players. I'd like an option for this. I need a special event, like a celebration thing.
Quinceañera.
A quinceañera.
Damn, I was gonna say bicentennial.
Okay. Oh God, bicentennial would have been amazing, because it would not have been the bicentennial in the 90s. But we heard quinceañera first.
You can do bicentennial.
I mean, we go with the first.
Quinceañera.
Yeah.
We'll go with the first thing we heard, but just know that this is gonna have all the. God, we're gonna get this. This is gonna be as socially insensitive as it would have been in the 90s.
Yeah, this is the 90s. This is gonna be awful.
Yeah. All right. So the Batmobile, la quinceañera, and item 3. This can be from chat or the group here. I need a 1-syllable word.
Booty.
It's literally 2 syllables.
Oh, I thought you said one simple word. I didn't think you said
Pie.
Sophia said pie.
cake.
I really like though that you said booty, and I like that in your booty is your first thought for a simple word. I love that. Simple word, booty. What's next? All right. So
Right, so we have the Family Feud where they were asked to do a 4-letter word, or 4-letter animal, and they said alligator.
Have you ever seen the British Family Feud where the man says turkey 20 times?
No.
It is amazing because he's laughing and everyone's laughing, but it's when one person's on their own. It's kind of at the end, where they go through.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
And the first thing they say to him is something you put on a sandwich, and he goes, turkey. And then they're like, something you take to the beach, and he goes, turkey. And then every question, and what's amazing about it is each one, though they become preposterous, they all, like, it's always like, yeah, okay, like, kind of like, you know, like, what's something you really value, turkey?
Was he panicking, or was he just like?
I think it was
throwing that out there for the laugh.
I think it was more the first, and not panic. I think it's just like turkey was on the brain, and he kept saying, and every single thing worked for turkey. And he was like, turkey, and it's just delightful. Okay, so we have the Batmobile, the Quinceañera, and pie. Guys, it's gonna be a heavy special episode. I'm very excited for this. So, thank you for being here. I do want to say that a word to the audience before shooting this, because I know that you've all come here for an episode of Third Time's the Charm, as it usually goes. But, we still want you to laugh. We still want you to have a good time. There's still going to be jokes. Don't worry. You can't keep this cast from cracking jokes. But we're going to be dealing with some more mature themes. So if there are any children under the age of, let's say, 8, we'd like them to leave now. And yeah, I think otherwise we're gonna get ready. All right. So with that in mind, we're gonna cut to our break, and then we're gonna begin the cold open of a very, very special episode of Third Time's the Charm. All right, we open on the living room. Go ahead and applause. We open on the living room as like the little sing plays. It's a pretty standard day. Joy is at her desk working, or maybe hardly working. Erasmus is in the kitchen. What scheme are you up to this time, Erasmus?
No scheme this week. Schemeless.
Oh,
special episode.
Oh my God, Erasmus, that's rough.
This episode just got dark.
Erasmus' schemeless is already a dark energy.
Yeah.
And stuff's going on, and we'll say that Dr. Charm is kind of sort of just like pacing around the middle of the room. HUD, you're not present. Actually, wait. Yeah, HUD, you're not present. And Dr. Charm's just kind of pacing around, saying,
"Oh no, guys, I'm really there's a big problem. I don't know, Joy. I know you don't handle family mail. You only handle business mail. But did the business also get invited to this quinceañera? How do you say it? Quinceañera? Que sera sera?
Definitely wrong. You definitely have it. And I guess my assistant handles that. I guess we should. Did the business get quinceañera mail?
Oh, yes. Yes, Miss Fuller. As a matter of fact, the business was invited to the quinceañera of Enid Pantry's niece. And I did reply in positive for all 500 of our employees. Was that wrong?
Did we have a plus 499?
Oh, you know what? I'll call.
Yeah, that's a good
She
idea.
picks up the phone to call it, and you guys all hear the phone ringing from the bushes right outside the window.
Oh no.
Enid,
Yes.
would you do some slapstick through the window where you're hiding in the bushes? Please just roll a slapstick roll. If you wanted to, it could be snooping contortion, so roll 2d8s and use the higher.
That is a 7.
Great. What was the other one?
A 4.
Understood. So, with a 7, you do like basically out the window, and the audience just eats this up. So everyone goes ha-ha-has. And you guys notice that through the window, Enid, like hearing her phone, apparently she had pulled her phone like across, like the line of her phone across the thing. She gets all tangled up in it and does like a somersault like backwards through the thing. It's some hilarious physical comedy. And Dr. Charm goes,
Oh no.
and he kind of blinks, or actually he goes,
Oh brother.
and then suddenly, after a bunch of tumble sounds and stuff, After 2 seconds, you hear ding dong.
Nobody's home.
I know you're trying to be clever in there, Erasmus.
Who?
She'll just knock again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Dr. Charm goes, I guess just get rid of her or something, but she knows you're in here. If only you were up to a scheme like usual. He pauses and goes, Erasmus, is everything okay?
I'm not ready to talk about it.
Oh. Well, then I'm not ready to listen, because how could I? Bloop, bloop, bloop.
If you're not going to get the door, I guess I'll get it. The door will open like a crack.
Read up the newspaper.
Sure.
Enid will just burst or attempt to burst through the crack.
I'll tell you what. Well, how about you guys do a contested slapstick roll?
So
Actually, you what's that?
We have a chain.
Tell you what, this if your slapstick's good enough, there could be a chain involved.
Okay.
But this is awkwardly hiding in your sense, and this is you snooping contortion, so you both can roll doubles on this.
Not good.
I got 2 4s.
I got a 1 and a 2.
Wow, so basically, what follows is not a very good, and in fact, this sets the tone for this whole episode, because rather than a hilarious slapstick thing, it's just 2 women, like, fighting over a door, and Enid kind of pushes her way in, and I don't know that we have this, but do we have an ooh sound effect?
Oh, actually, him.
It's that's the vibe of it, like, oh, as the audience is like, oh man, that was sort of, the vibe is kind of weird. And Enid, yes, but you've made it in.
I was just checking to see if you got all of the RSVPs from my familia.
Yeah, I think it's us plus
Yeah.
500.
How many plus ones did we get? How many people does the invitation cover?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm sure you'll find plenty of space.
And speaking of the party, we're gonna cut to the school, into like the school classroom, where several students are around. Enid, what is your niece's first name?
She gets to go to the school.
Anita?
Anita? Okay. But
with an E.
Anita. Okay.
Yeah.
So where Anita Pantry Hernandez is
I just got it.
yeah. Anita Pantry Hernandez is in class, and HUD, you're in class too, and she's just saying to everyone, well, my quinceañera is going to be amazing, and everyone's invited, of course. We're going to have, like, so many people there. It's going to be great, and you guys aren't even going to believe how good my dress is. You're all invited.
Cool. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, even the old man student can come. And so can the young man teacher. Where is he, anyway? And somebody's like, oh, he apparently he had to get like he got chicken pox.
Oh no. I mean, that is serious when you're older.
But a kid next to you, HUD, leans over. And this guy's name is Jake. Jake is
From State Farm?
No, not. Believe me, this Jake would never be hired from State Farm. But we'll see why as the episode continues. Jake leans over and goes, psst, hey, HUD.
Yeah, Jake.
Jake's got like frosted tips and everything. And he goes, are you going to this big party?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Cool.
Why?
No, I just we're gonna have a lot of fun there, if you know what I mean. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a little baggie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I figured you're a little cooler than most of these lame wads, so maybe you want to try some pie. And and as HUD looks at this bag, and peer pressure begins to set in. Act break. Oh wait, no act break. Theme song. Hold on.
Theme song.
The world is pretty tough out there, sometimes it's all too much. But now's your chance to start anew, because you've got that magic touch. If life doesn't work out as you planned, you gotta try again. You stayed home with your family, then you started a business, now you're running a school. Third time's the charm, but your family's still around you, and your office is too. Plus the school is full of monsters, third time's the charm. Or maybe the fourth will be...
All right, a commercial begins. We see shots of a scary house.
This winter, evil comes to theaters.
We see a couple pulling up outside the house.
Well, honey, here we are.
It seems creepy.
I'll admit, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. Besides, I thought you liked creepy.
Well, I did marry you, so...
We see the couple inside the house. A door opens on its own behind them. There seems to be a distorted woman inside. The couple turn around, but there's no one there.
You okay?
Yeah, this house just gives me the creeps.
We see shots of the couple exploring the house, finding a room full of business files, a closet full of women's work clothes, and several photos of a woman with the face scratched out.
Something here is so wrong.
You don't know what wrong is. I like to steal medicine. People make it so easy.
The woman turns back, sees the distorted businesswoman, and screams in terror.
I'm Patricia. It's going to be fun working with you, and collecting all the hair you leave behind.
The woman and the man try to run for Patricia, but suddenly she's right behind them.
Have you ever wondered how long you could hold your hand over an open flame, and then you did it in front of your friends, but you angled it so they couldn't tell your hand wasn't actually in the flame, like it was close, it still hurt, but they thought it was fully in it, and you left it there for a long time and pulled it out, and they touched it and it felt it was hot, like you needed to withstand a lot of pain, but it was doable, and then one of your friends tried and burned themselves really badly, and that's why you had to go to a special school for 3rd grade that was also a psychiatric hospital?
The woman and the man scream in terror and start running. Cut to the man and woman with a priest. Pierce be a priest.
I have exorcised demons, spoken with unrepentant murderers. I have seen the face of the devil. But how can you fight a devil whose face you can't see?
Patricia appears. The priest has a heart attack.
I'm not the devil. I'm Patricia.
Patricia, coming this winter.
All right, and we're back to the very special episode of this show. We see a line of students coming out of the hallway, all wearing suits, and a line of businessmen coming out of the hallway from the business side, also all wearing suits. They seem to be heading out the front door to a bus that's going to take them to the quinceañera.
All right, like a school bus, or is it like it is a field trip, or like?
It's like a big coach. It's like a rented coach, as if it was like a business school field trip family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're heading out the door, Dr. Charm is sort of there, just like pacing back and forth, picking up his wizard hat, scratching his head, just puppet nonsense, puppet nonsense, puppet nonsense. And he is with HUD, Erasmus, and Joy.
So, which of these buses are we getting on?
What? Oh, which bus? Get on whichever one you like. I mean, it's only across the street, so you could also just walk.
But
It is kind of far.
No, I get it. Yeah,
it is hot out.
it's very hot. It's just
Let's take your car.
It's just an Enid. According to the according to the invitation, it says the quinceañera will be held in Enid Pantry's ample backyard. Oh, jeez. No. Face. Puppet face.
Wait. I don't know that it's gonna be that ample, though.
Oh, well.
Look at everyone.
I was worried about this, so I may have cast a little spell on the backyard to make it a lot bigger. I hope I didn't make it too big. Ooh, I hope no wolves show up. I better go check on a couple things. And Dr. Charm disappears.
Wolves.
Did he say wolves?
Just take this wolf repellent and you'll be fine.
Oh, thanks.
You just carry that around?
I just immediately just start spraying it on.
You don't? It's a dangerous neighborhood.
Do you want some wolf repellent? It smells. I mean, it's musky, but it's not bad.
I guess I'll do a little. Yeah.
Got other repellents too if you need them.
All right, so you guys put the wolf repellent on.
I just put a little.
And you pass. And at this point, you pass, and Jake walks out and kind of smells HUD and goes, already pre-gaming it. Respect. And he walks past, and Erasmus, at this point, you do look at your wolf repellent label. Actually, I think HUD might have been about to do this as well. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to ask this. I was saying, it says this is a product of Erasmus. Is this what is in this?
I can't. That's a patented trade secret, my man.
I will pull out wet ones from her purse and just wipe wherever she sprayed.
I have my own wet ones too.
I'm good, thank you.
Erasmus, though, as you sort of look at the wolf repellent that you handed them, you realize, like some labels might have gotten swapped, and you're like, this is weird. But in any case,
step away from them or jump on the other bus.
Sure. Go ahead and make a what's Erasmus's? Erasmus, give me a. You know what? Roll a d8. This is make an exit. So I'll let you roll your make an entrance, because it's kind of the same thing as an exit.
All right. And 7.
You do. Erasmus does some funny shtick of like backing away from the bus.
Joy gets on whichever bus has the most student athletes on it.
Okay.
I'll head wherever Jake is going.
Okay, hold on, Joy. All right, Joy, you go to the bus with all the student athletes. Do you have a thing of actually give me a daydream face roll as you kind of just look at all these hot dudes and dudettes.
5.
Okay. You glance around, like you do like a pretty funny thing, and there you kind of do the thing where you see one and you're like, ooh, but there is this one girl, and she, in like the camera maybe like it's you've done a tricky one because you've said you like butts, but like I don't know if the show would be like focusing it on like underage. I don't. You get the idea. The point is, you notice a butt belonging to a student athlete. Maybe she goes to Charm Academy College. I don't know. The point is, you do see her, and she's over at like the window, and she's wearing a Letterman jacket. And you don't actually. Here's what we'll do. She's actually in her 40s. She's a businesswoman, but she goes to the school.
That better be a fine ass for Joy to be looking at it.
Do we say 30s? I don't know what do you want me to do here?
I don't know. You're the one that's put a 40-year-old as a student.
Yeah, well, she's real, like, she's one of, like, these modern-day 40-year-olds where it's like, how's that
She's
person?
an athlete.
Yeah.
She's an athlete in the school, though. She's a letterman. She's got a letterman jacket on.
Butts,
okay.
butts don't lie.
She's keeping
you know?
it tight, Joy. She's keeping it tight.
Okay,
That's
fine.
what it is, yeah. But she's over on, oh god, this is perfect. She's over, like, sitting, like, looking lamentingly out the window of the bus, looking really sort of sad and alone.
I guess Joy would go up to her and say, hi, I'm Joy. I'm the VP of business here.
Oh.
You look so sad to be going to this quinceañera.
Oh, yeah. I am. Sorry, it's just...
No.
Well, you're a businesswoman, so this is something I can't talk to these high schoolers about, but clearly you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Today would have been my daughter's quinceañera.
Oh, did you guys lose the booking for the venue?
No. We lost my daughter.
Like at the mall?
No, not at the mall. She was killed by wolves.
Oh no, like recently and in the city? Or a long time ago far away?
Okay,
That's fair.
my poor baby. And on this somber note, we're gonna cut to Enid Pantry to lighten things up. Enid, your niece, Enita Pantry Hernandez, she is trying on her dress, and you're probably helping her. She goes, I don't know, what do you think, Aunt Enid? Do I look good?
Oh, I think you look so beautiful and incredible and amazing. You've been preparing for this day for 15 years.
I know, and would you, hey, get away from me already! Oh, sorry, hold on one second, Aunt Enid, I'm sorry. And she goes over to her purse, and she reaches in and, like, does something, and then comes back up and goes, okay, I'm ready to go, sorry about that. I don't know why I got so irritable. Oh, that was crazy.
That is quite all right. And Enid will dig in her purse and, like, pull out, just a bunch of nonsense, like a feather boa and, whatever. And pull out... and she'll pull out, like, an empanada and be like, here, I made these especially for your special day.
Oh, thanks. I do love your empanadas. Empanadas. The actress they cast is not Latina, by the way.
Of course not.
I like it's the actress they cast when it absolutely would have been you as the showrunner.
But, so she's like, oh, I love these. But then she goes, I don't want food right now. Food smells terrible to me. And she throws it in your face, Enid.
Anita, I understand that this is a very big day for you and it can be very stressful, but there's no reason to lash out.
You don't understand anything. You don't understand me. I just need to get some peace and quiet. Can you just leave me alone already?
Okay, just give me a call if you need me. And she'll pick up the empanada from the floor and take a bite and look concerned and then leave.
That's good. Meanwhile, there's a psst, psst sound from her window. She goes over, and down below, it's Jake and Hud.
What are we doing here? I thought you said you were going to give me some pie.
Yeah. Well, we also gotta... Hey, how's your getting ready for your big day? She goes, do you have any more? I don't like how I'm acting right now, and I'm so excited and scared for my day today.
That seems pretty normal for such a big event.
Yeah, well, she needs something to take the edge off. Don't worry. I got a little more baggies of it. I'll give it to you as long as you do a little something for us.
God.
Wait, what? I just came here to get some pie, man. What is going on here?
Dude, relax. Okay, here, I'll give you a little hit. And he pulls out a little like the aerosol, like a popper, basically, and hands it to you.
I'll try it.
Go ahead, Hud, and do a stank face roll as you try
sure.
that.
Okay. That's 4 to 3. It's not good.
You just kind of do it, and like it's not even funny. You're just kind of like it's like bite on it. It's like, but then you do start feeling kind of like a weird, like you feel both. It's like an upper and a downer, and you like feel good, but you feel a little like, oh yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah, I feel all the things.
Yeah, you're hooked on it, just like us cool kids. Hey, Anita, you do have to do something for us. Your aunt's got a lot of valuable jewelry and figurines up there, right? Yeah, she does.
God. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so bring them to us. You know what? What do you got going on at your quinceañera? Is there like a bounce castle? Yeah, there's a bounce castle, there's a DJ booth, and there's the Batmobile. Perfect. Meet us at the Batmobile. Come on, Hud. Let's go party.
Sounds good.
And as Hud and Jake walk off, act break. Okay, a commercial begins. A kid is sitting by a pond. A grown-up approaches. Oh, you're muted.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
Just shooting at turtles with this crossbow.
The kid shoots a crossbow bolt into the pond.
Wanna stop that and have some real fun?
I'm not supposed to go off with strangers. Good thing you're my teacher.
The screen spins around repeatedly, and the kid and grown-up are now in a classroom. On the desk in front of them is a globe with a bunch of buttons on it.
Wait a second. Is this an educational toy?
It is, but not like any you've ever been thinking of. This is the Genius Globe. Give it a spin.
The kid looks dubious, but spins the globe. It lights up all over, and when it stops, Australia lights up.
Australia is the world's smallest continent and yet the world's largest island.
Cool, huh?
I mean, I don't like educational toys.
Just wait.
How would you conquer Australia?
What?
Please input plan for the total domination of Australia.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The kid starts typing on the Genius Globe.
Calculating. Calculation. Total domination of Australia achieved. Estimated time 3 days. Estimated casualties 10.4 million.
Aww.
You could do better. Spin again.
The kid spins the globe again. Europe lights up.
Genius fact. 3/4 of the world's potatoes are grown in Europe. Who's ready for World War III?
I am.
Sometimes educational toys can be fun. Can't they?
I'll say.
The kid shoots the crossbow in the air in celebration.
Genius Globe, the educational toy of world domination. Available exclusively at C-Mart, and download new scenarios using National Net Connect and upload them using the built-in floppy disk drive.
All right, the show is back on, and I know that everyone at home has been very worried. So,
Pizzas are expensive.
For the
they
funeral
really
the
I'm worried.
had for her daughter was too.
They're really so at this point we see the we're on a studio, but it's like we're outside, so it's like, you know, like the AstroTurf stage studio backyard. On one side of it is the Batmobile. On another side is a dance floor. The crowd is full of teenagers and businessmen, just like always. Enid is standing there, looking very worried, and with her is Erasmus.
Enid's
quite the party here.
Pumping on empanadas. Oh, yes. It really is, isn't it? It's a very special day for a young lady in a Hispanic family.
Very spacious backyard you have here, too.
No, you know, when I first bought this house, I didn't realize I had this much square footage in the backyard. It's like it blew up overnight.
Very ample back here.
She doesn't even make a quip.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's so sad and scary.
Just look at her.
We'll quip about ample backyard. We'll cut over to Joy and that woman from the bus. They're sitting at a table, drinking from red solo
no,
cups.
Joy's still at the same table.
Yeah. And the woman's just like, the world is just such a scary place out there.
Joy probably has like a soda that she's sipping on.
It might be, or like an agua fresca maybe. If they
Sure, if that's what's
there's
here.
like
A tamarind.
yeah.
Oh, it should be Doritos.
Some Doritos, yeah.
Yeah. The,
Tamarind
the
Doritos.
soda.
Yeah.
But as she sort of, as this woman's just like, I don't even know why I came to this. I just felt like, I was like, I just can't. I was just like, I gotta get up off my perfect ass and just, you know, just get back out to life. But I'm beginning to think that coming to a quinceañera was probably not the first thing to do since the death of my daughter.
I do think it was a mistake bringing your perfect ass to a quinceañera. Perhaps there's something else your perfect ass can. We should go literally anywhere else. Literally, do you have bank errands we can run, or groceries, perhaps? Literally anything else.
I'm supposed to do some homework. Yeah, I guess I could go. To the library. That might make sense.
Yeah, there's probably one just next door, I'm sure.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. God, you're so wise. And you have such good skin for a vice president of a company. God,
Thank you.
You're so young. It's almost like you're younger than I am.
I mean, I'm old enough.
Well, in any case, and she sort of stands up and starts going, but that's when you both hear, "How, how," and the woman freezes.
No. Joy will, shoot up and just look around for wolves.
Understood.
In the middle of this backyard quinceañera.
Understood. Everyone looks around nervously, but we're gonna cut over to the Batmobile, where Hud and Jake have walked up to it.
Hey, is there any more? Is there something bigger than that? So that was like a taste, right? There's more than that, right?
Don't worry, buddy. You'll get all you need. As soon as we get these Hummel figurines, these things are really worthwhile. We're gonna be knee deep in pie for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. Sounds good, man.
All right.
Why the Hummel figurines?
Oh, well, let's just say you can buy a lot of pie for Hummel figurines, but don't tell anyone I told you that. The guy who makes it really just likes Hummel figurines for some reason.
Okay, makes sense. Checks out.
We call the guy who makes pie the baker. Because when at first we were calling him the mathematician, people didn't get the joke.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a little harder to track.
Yeah.
Also, why would you eat the number concept? Why would you?
Well,
yeah.
You don't eat this pie either. You either snort or inhale it, or we're not too specific about how you do it. The point is, God, where is this girl? And suddenly you do see Anita is like coming through the bushes, and her dress is ruined. She's carrying a pillowcase that's clinking like it's full of ceramics.
I think this might draw attention.
Basically.
Jake, I think this is going to draw attention.
Nah, don't worry. Oh, Hud, that's why you can create a distraction. He pulls out another pie. This time it's a joint, and he hands it to you, and he goes, "Here you go. Just try that."
Okay. And I'll eat it.
Yeah, and once again you're like, "Whoa!" It's like a weird vibe, and he goes, "Hey, Hud, maybe we do need a distraction. Don't you want to drive the Batmobile?"
Oh, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A distraction. More like a pie-straction. Come here, Anita. Give me those. And he starts, like, wrestling with her. She's like, "No, I can't betray mine. I can't betray. No, give them over here." And he's rushing. He's like, and people start looking. He's like, "Hud, make a distraction."
I'll get in the Batmobile and start just randomly hitting buttons.
All right. So Hud gets in the Batmobile. We cut over to, we'll eat Joy and the woman. The wolves are howling more.
Where? Can I see where wolves are? Do I know where the howling is coming from? Not just like a weird DJ track, right? Like
yeah. Yeah, you look around.
Lots of quinceanera sounds.
Sounds of your favorite quinceanera sounds. As you're looking around, like, oh no, whatever. You glance around, and Joy, you do see that there is a massive, like, dire, like a horse-sized wolf that's, like, hiding, like, just in some of the way too many bushes surrounding
one horse-sized wolf.
You see a horse-sized wolf that's, like, stalking through. Actually, Joy, I know this is not your sort of thing. Roll a mug for me. This is more a mug of, like, terror. This is more a mug of, like, fear.
6.
Hey!
Is Erasmus nearby?
Erasmus, what do you think you're doing? It seems like there's about to be some distracting stuff. You're hearing wolves. Yeah, actually, here, we'll pause here, Joy, as you're sort of looking around. Erasmus and Enid, what are you two up to?
Oh, boy.
Enid is very out of character. She's just very quiet and like sorrowfully munching. She's moved on to, like, you know, tamales and just like everything. She's eating everything.
Eating through her feelings.
Yeah.
Is the way.
But Erasmus, you might notice that Joy is like, Joy, you're trying to get Erasmus's attention.
My plan is to run up to Erasmus,
okay,
and start. I guess. Where's your wolf? Your wolf spray. The wolf repellent. Where is that?
The funny thing, grab the wrong canister, and these label makers can sometimes give fits. But I think the other one's back at the house.
Okay, well, what repellents do you have? What do you have on you?
I've got bee repellent.
I'll take it, and she'll grab it and just start, I guess, spraying it in the direction of the wolf.
Understood.
And Enid. Sorry.
So Joy rushes over, sort of spraying the wolf. Meanwhile, this woman is like, no. At this point, a lot of things happen at once. Jake shoves Anita in her beautiful quinceanera dress to the ground. And Anita, Pantry Hernandez,
is like in the mud, and she's also just out of her head on pie. So she's like, either like tripping or in a pie hole. I don't know what, the show is very not specific about what pie is. But whatever drug it is, it's bad, and she's freaking out. And then a wolf howls and begins to move towards her. And the woman with you, Joy, screams. Oh, no, that poor little girl, just like my daughter who was eaten by wolves. But Joy begins to spray bee repellent in the direction of the wolf. Just as Hud is getting behind the wheel of the Batmobile, and he finally hits the gas. Enid, what are you doing?
Wait, is this happening, like, close to Enid?
You can see it, yes.
Okay, then Enid's gonna run over and start throwing food at the wolf is there too? Attacking?
A giant wolf is attacking your niece on the day of her quinceañera.
She's gonna throw the empanadas and tamales and everything.
Alright, so...
hoping to make it land on the eyes.
So, a disaster is about to happen because the wolf is coming. A wolf is coming for Anita on the ground. Enid is throwing food at the wolf. Joy is spraying bee repellent towards the wolf. But even more dangerously, the Batmobile is about to run over Anita because of Hud's reckless pie driving. But just at the last moment, Enid, you hit the wolf in the face with with some of the food, and Joy, you spray the bee repellent on it doesn't reach the wolf, but it hits the tables in front of it, and all the bees that were hiding under the table freak out and fly up, and they attack the wolf. And the wolf the giant wolf stumbling around bumps into the Batmobile, which does not run over Anita. It gets out of the way just in time and doesn't run over the quinceañera girl. Quinceañera girl, is that a thing you'd say?
I mean,
the
birthday girl.
Yeah, that's okay. Point is, it doesn't run over Anita. But
their name?
What?
I don't think there's like a specific name.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So, Hud, you're inside the Batmobile turning. Hud, I want you to do, I know this is not comedic, but it's still the vibe.
No,
actually,
fine.
Hud, just
That's
do a
fine.
slapstick roll. Let's see if there's any humor to be mined from this.
5.
Hud, you sort of see a wolf and you're like, wolf, oh, repel it. You sort of smash through the wolf and move over. And the lights of the Batmobile.
Is there like an anti-wolf button on the dashboard?
Sure, yeah, you could sort of hit a
Batmobile.
Batmobile for like the wolf button blinks, and you do that, and it moves you out of the way of the wolf, and the wolf is like off the girl. And then the lights of the Batmobile shine on the form of Jake, who's carrying a pillowcase full of Hummel figurines. And he goes, ah! And Hud is like, ah! And just as the lights hit Jake, we cut to commercial. Hi everyone, before the next commercial, we just want to talk a little bit about the events that we saw in today's episode. This is like a wellness thing, and so basically this is a PSA. Oh, fuck me, I didn't write a PSA. I couldn't have because I didn't know what the gimmicks were going to be. So basically this is a quick PSA with the cast where it's like, hi kids, we know that sometimes you're pressured into doing stuff like drugs and stealing and going to ethnic celebrations. And we just... It's the 90s, so that's what they would have said. And they're like, but just because of this, we don't want you turning away from multiculturalism. Wolf attacks can happen at all kinds of parties.
Hey guys, I know we joke a lot, but doing pie is no joking matter.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there, kids.
That was not a real Batmobile. Doing pie will not get you into the Batmobile. We should make that very clear. Doing pie does not lead to the Batmobile.
Also, the bat that we're referring to in this show has nothing to do with any other property.
Well, it's BHAT. It's the Batmobile.
That's correct.
And also make sure that your wolf repellent is full and not expired.
Well, I have a feeling that I still can't get the musk off of me. I thought it was a prop. If it was a prop, it was not a prop.
Stay in school, kids.
Dr. Charm pops up and goes,
In addition, if you ever see any grieving mothers, you should go ahead and talk to them. Don't treat them like pariahs. It's not their fault their children were eaten by wolves. Dr. Charm says, do-do-do-do-do.
Why do I feel like it's Dr. Charm's fault that her child was eaten by a wolf?
Oh no, that happened many years ago, before I ever, anyway, yeah, that's the ticket. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're still doing this PSA.
Do you want to take a minute, because we had a raid come in, if you want to just take a second to acknowledge our raid?
Hold on, I have to cut to black and then come back to explain. Hi, Raiders, and welcome to Third Time's the Charm. This is the stupidest game that we do on this channel. Basically, what it is it's a 90s sitcom, and we take some suggestions from the audience, and if it sounds like an improv show, then I haven't explained it well. It's a game, it's an RPG. We roll dice in it. Do the dice really matter to the outcome of the story? They don't. So it kind of does sound like an improv show. But basically, it's just a bunch of, 90s sitcom tropes. You happen to have shown up, Raiders, on a very special episode, which is why, and in typical this show fashion, we've seen drug use, peer pressure, the dangers of grief, Batmobiles, all sorts of important
multiculturalism.
Issues. Yeah. Well, no, they don't want you to not do multiculturalism. It's late enough that
it's still part of the very important episode.
But it's just because ultimately this is a show about bigotry. This episode, it's really subtle, but if you watch it, it's there.
In the background, how there's just all these sombreros and people.
I bet the production design of this in the 90s
is gonna be horrendous.
They're gonna look back. It's gonna be like shows that would be canceled today. This is number one.
Sombreros and Mexican flags.
A mariachi band.
Yeah, mariachi band, Mexican flags everywhere.
BuzzFeed article.
I bet you her dress was a Mexican flag. Her quinceañera dress was probably a Mexican flag.
Yeah, really could have been. Oh, this is on a BuzzFeed listicle of 21 90s TV shows I cannot believe.
This episode was removed off of streaming.
This episode was pulled off streaming services. That's true. Actually, yeah. Oh man.
Anyway.
But yeah, we have a commercial coming up here. But we just did one.
Oh, and we do commercials in this show.
Oh yeah, we do commercials. Speaking of which, I guess
we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with a commercial. Ad. A family sits down around a plastic floor-mounted table in a Burger Boss restaurant. Want a nice night out, but don't want to break the bank? Dad looks at the camera.
Absolutely.
Want the delicious food kids will love, but at a setting parents will find comforting?
For sure.
You bet.
Then Burger Boss has the place for you. Suddenly, the family find themselves in a BB Bistro, a new casual dining experience that looks like Burger Boss, but elevated. There are a lot of really funky road signs on the wall. Welcome to BB Bistro by Burger Boss.
Amazing!
That's the kid, KJ.
Kid.
Sorry, I
You're
lost
good.
my plate.
You're good.
But wait, do they still have all my favorite kids' meal items?
They do, but served on a plate with vegetables and no toy for more money.
Rats.
Nice.
But your placemat is an activity sheet, and it comes with 2 to 4 broken crayons.
Now we're talking.
But wait, Can I still get all my favorite Burger Boss pasta dishes?
The pasta designed to be eaten while driving?
You bet! Pasta is BB Bistro's specialty, but these revolutionary pastas have been reimagined. For the first time, it's pasta designed to be eaten off a plate using utensils. We see a spaghetti tortellini unravel to magically become a plate of spaghetti marinara with a breadstick. The plate is set down in front of the dad.
Pasta on a plate? That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And now we serve wine. Mom will love that.
I don't drink, actually.
Nobody in this family does.
Yeah, and I won't, even when I can.
Nobody's in the program or anything.
It just doesn't fit with our values.
No problem. BB Bistro also has plenty of fun mocktails that contain little to no alcohol.
Oh, great. I'll take one of those.
Beat.
Even me.
The family enjoy their meal. BB Bistro by Burger Boss. Fast food fun with slow food charm. All right, so we're back to the show.
Dark moment.
What dark moment? They were just telling you their values. Welcome to the closing tag of this episode. So basically, guys, everyone is back in the charm house. Even Enid's there, and Enita, and so it's the usual group. It's HUD, it's Erasmus, it's Dr. Charm. Enid's there, but this is one of those times they sort of like aren't gonna like address how she isn't supposed to see him or whatever. He's just like There's on opposite sides of the thing. Enita is like looking really shaken up. Joy, you're there with the woman, the grieving mother. HUD, you're there and you're sort of coming out of your pie stupor. Erasmus, you're there as well. But one person who's not there is Jake. And Dr. Charm will sort of say, "Well, I'm glad you guys stopped that one wolf I wasn't able to get rid of, and it's too bad one kid died, though."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened there. Guess pie really is dangerous.
Wait, HUD, were you doing pie?
I mean, I didn't. Yes, I was.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Oh no. That's really dangerous, but at least you've stopped now and everything's okay. That's the second most worrying thing I've heard today, beside the fact that Erasmus didn't have a scheme.
Well,
and Enid didn't have quips.
Oh god.
But you know what I do have? Empanadas for everyone.
Oh, I better hide.
Yeah, she hides. Joy, you're with the woman there who she says,
it's like a little calzone.
Sure.
The woman will say to you, "Well, it's terrible that a child died today, but I guess he was a teenager, and he was breaking the law and dealing drugs, and he wasn't killed by wolves, so at least there's that."
Yes, that's that's somehow a bright side. Have you considered therapy? Maybe. I think you would really benefit.
The only therapy I need is in the gym, and she like flexes her butt.
While I definitely do see that your hard work is paying off, I do think that is an inaccurate statement, and you really should. A school counselor even is probably better than nothing at this point.
Oh, you're right. I should go speak to a school counselor. I can't believe I didn't think of doing that. You're such a wise businesswoman. I hope I can be like you when I grow up.
Yeah. I guess I should start seeing myself as a role model for young women across the
Dr. Charm goes, "Well, the only thing I want to do is, HUD, you got to take all that pie, and I want you to put it down the garbage disposal, because there's no more place for that."
Absolutely.
I didn't see pie on the dessert table. Was that really an option? I didn't see any.
It wasn't that kind of pie.
Enita turns to you, Joy, and says, "I understand that you're like a business lady, but for us teenagers, it's a street drug, okay? And I was hooked on it.
I'm 16.
And it ruined my... No, but I know that you're like an old woman who like just like like works in a job and is out of touch. But for us young kids, pie is a drug. And I got mixed up on it too, and it ruined what was supposed to be the most important day of my life.
Oh, Anita. And she'll go and hug her and say, the night is still young. You know, when I was your age, I used to stay out till about 5 a.m.
Wait, you mean we could go back and still have my quinceañera, even though Jake died?
Of course. You only turned 15 once.
You know what? We should do it. And the grieving mother says, you're right. We should finally embrace living life.
And that's what did it?
And do I have the refreshments for you?
Oh no.
New from Erasmus Co.
Let's go.
It's pie in a can
Oh, no.
with no side effects.
Oh, pie is in not pie is in like, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait,
that's a relief.
we got apple a la mode, blueberry, pecan.
I'll like throw open the door. Like, I'll take them all.
Oh man, well, maybe this is a way to get him to kick the habit. All right, everyone, let's go party. I mean, except me. Oh, they're not supposed to see me.
At least everything worked out okay. And you guys, everyone goes out the street to go off the party as the coroner's van drives away with Jake's body. And we'll cut to the final ad. All right, after the credits, one final ad. In a crowded hardware store, customers are looking for the products they need.
Can't find the wood glue.
These clamps are all wrong.
What's the difference between a jigsaw and a circular saw?
I lost my dog this week at a shopping mall, and I just don't know what the point is anymore.
Oh, I think I can help. The camera cuts to Hardware Cliff, who is incredibly handsome in a red flannel shirt and tool belt. We conspicuously don't see his hands.
Hardware Cliff?
These big box hardware stores don't give you personal attention and experience you get at a Hardware Cliff. Don't you want some personal attention?
Oh my.
You're damn right I do.
I want that more than anything.
I also think my sister's gonna leave her husband. I don't know if I should tell him. I'd want to know. Nobody told me.
The group are suddenly transported to Hardware Cliff. It looks very similar to the first hardware store, but the labels are better and everyone's happier.
Look, no lines at the checkout counter.
I still have no idea what's going on here.
Oh, I can help you. Hardware Cliff steps forward and we reveal one of his hands is a hammer and the other is a screwdriver.
I'll bet you can.
At Hardware Cliff, we know the drill. Get it?
I don't.
I do. That's funny.
I'm starting to think I haven't made a single friend. I'm sorry. I'm starting to think I haven't made a single friend since grade school.
So come to Hardware Cliff, the hardware store where the right tools are always at hand. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for a very special episode.
Yeah, we had a second raid right as we started talking about a dead teenager, so welcome everyone.
So thank you. Thank you.
Oh, man. Well, that's why you don't pie and drive. Okay?
That's right.
I'm glad that we ended with that ad because I'm glad it's always good when I can get you guys to not even say the lines because I think we really got KJ with the no one told me I'd want to know about the wife leaving.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Haven't made a single friend since. I really like the idea of an ad of 4 people, and 3 of them are like really clear, and I mean, actually all 4 of them are clear, but one of them it's nothing to do with.
Right.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Also, big thank you to our audience out there. We know how hard it is to be a funny, high-energy audience with such serious subject matter, but we are glad that we're doing this important work. And let me tell you that every single actor in this sitcom tonight is going to be extra smug about how they're making the world better by doing such important work as well. Tonight's episode is really going to help a lot of people deal with grief and peer pressure and multiculturalism. So thank you so much. This is also probably the first experience a lot of people have ever had with the
quinceañera.
And with some of the, why don't you say it so people can know, like with an empanada? An empanada? Is it empanada?
Yeah, what did you say?
Empanada?
Empanada.
And tamales. And tamales, right?
Is there
And tamales. Well,
tamales?
actually, tamales are
Yeah.
we won't get into all of that, but
Nails.
You put it has the little, is there a tilde over the N in empanada?
Sure.
no.
Okay. I don't think there is. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This was,
2 shows in a row, you going to town on food pronunciations.
oh yeah, guys. Oh boy. Food pronunciations. I do, the difference there is I do know how one says empanada. Well.
Y'all are making me question my entire life.
No, it's you're right. He's just being weird.
You're correct.
But apparently I've been saying bolognese
I am half
wrong.
Mexican. Like I do know these things, but they're making me question my whole
are,
life.
but we already discussed that like you have influences from a few different areas of Texas that really make you sound crazy.
That
at least
is
in
true.
English.
That is true.
Well, yeah,
Hill
I am.
country.
Is it like Empanada Flint Ridge?
Oh.
Yeah, correct.
Oh,
jeez.
I see Sophia saying that. Bolognese. It's just bolognese.
Bolognese. And mirepoix.
Well, mirepoix, yeah, I've mirepoix is fine.
Wait, how are you saying bolognese?
I thought, and I had heard many times, because I said bolognese, which is crazy.
Oh.
Billionaise.
You say billionaise, which I know, Laura's got other stuff. I'd been saying
Bagel.
But wait, before we start losing audience members.
Okay. Oh, sure, yeah. I guess we should talk about it. So yes, this is our weirdest game. This is our silly sitcom game, but we have some other games that are a little more what one would expect from a TTRPG thing. So tomorrow...
Only slightly.
Well, tomorrow, 4 p.m., we have our new game, Strange Lore. It is kind of like a planetary romance, old-fashioned pulpy sci-fi. You can join us at 4 p.m. Pacific tomorrow for the second episode. I'm very excited now that we understand the format of that. The format was secret for the first one, but now we realize it's kind of a dual narrative situation, and everyone's playing 2 characters.
So
real
excited.
Fun. On Wednesday night, you'll see a lot of the people here for a little game called Formation Nation, as we return to our superhero spin-off about the formations and agents, or sort of Fiat members who were there to help her. And then on Friday, we are back with Blood from a Stone, as we sort of deepen the craziness of that. I think it's a high likelihood that we will meet Ira Vorgazity on this week's episode of that, so come check that out. We have...
Sunday.
What?
Sunday's next.
Well, Sunday there is no game this week, so we have no game next Sunday, and we don't have a game of this next week either. So we're off on the coming Sunday and Monday. We don't have games, but typically on Sunday nights we have our dragon game, Here Be Dragons, where, oh boy, last night's dragons was they're 20th level, and I'm probably hitting them too hard, but oh well.
Nah.
And then yeah,
we're just all rotten. That's kind
of, yeah. I think that may be a big part of it. So yeah, and then typically like 2 weeks from tonight, rejoin us for more of this sitcom craziness. Our next episode will not be a very special one because they only ever do one of those per season. I think I did see somebody talking in chat about like a Halloween episode or like a real contrived holiday episode, which might be because like there are a lot. there always are real like holiday specific episodes. So maybe we should do one of those at some point this season.
Yeah, it would not like Dr. Charm strikes me as someone who would celebrate like Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
like,
we would or
like we would do like 6 or we do like all the fall holidays in one episode.
It would be.
I thought he would do like all the big ones in one episode.
Yeah. Every act is a different holiday.
Yeah, Saint Path thanks Christmaween Arborington Day. So we should do a holiday episode for sure. But yeah, so that's what we got going on the channel. Go to our Discord to interact with us if you'd like. Follow us here on Twitch if you'd like to do that, or even subscribe if you're so inclined. You can go to our wiki, which has a link there as well, which Sophia set up for all of our just links to all our crazy stuff. You can go to our YouTube if you want to watch old episodes in a more convenient fashion. And and you also, some of our players have cool stuff they do. Anyone wants to talk about said stuff, please do so.
Sure. I guess here I'll start. I have been streaming God of War, the 2018 God of War. I've been doing that basically every day last week, and I'll continue tomorrow. We were streaming earlier today. Sophia was hanging out. Things have gotten incredibly intense. My son has become a little shit and had a reality check.
In the first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've just gotten back out from hell again, from Helheim. So lots of stuff going on there. It's fun. Come hang out. I'll say hi. My channel is Pierce Likes Things, and I usually kick that off at 1 p.m. Pacific usually. And then also, Lauren, are you streaming anything this week?
Probably not, because I just realized I'm doing 4 games on this channel this week. So, but next week,
you are doing a lot.
I'm hoping to, I'm hoping to pick up again.
Just take Wednesday off.
But yeah, I stream things sometimes. I have picked a game, which I will announce next Thursday.
Perfect.
Apparently, it's really sad, so I don't know how that's.
I will retract my gasp.
Well, you can.
Very good. I don't know, KJ or Kevin want to talk about anything or say words or cool. Great. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This was super fun. I hope you enjoyed this silliness as much as I hope we did making it. I think people seemed more upset and stressed with me than typical. I think when I started talking about how my daughter was eaten by wolves, I feel like I was getting some looks from my cast. They're like, "What are you doing, Philip?" But listen, it all worked out in the end, right?
All I could think of this entire episode was the scene in Popstar where Seal gets attacked by wolves. That's all I could think about for this entire episode. I was like, when is this happening?
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, it's wolves. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. This was great. Thank you for helping us. This will be the Emmy-winning episode of Third Time's the Charm this year. So we appreciate you guys being a part of it. Until next time, that's a wrap.